Right now, most people doing three things wrong in trading, especially it's a crypto or the stock market. They trade multiply symbols, they trade multiply sessions, they try to learn from many teachers at once and absorb just billions of different random information. So it's just noise. Trading is not about how many concepts you know, it's about how deeply you master a few things and how well you match them into your personal lifestyle. You have to ask yourself honestly, how can you build the real edge in your trading if you're switching between the different charts, different symbols, different time frames, different mentors every single week? You move from one video to another video, from one course to another course, from one model to another model. And it's absolutely just frustration. Pick one entry model. So this is what I backtest for a while. Sometimes it can work. Sometimes it can stop working, on a decent, you get a loose streak. There is no magic model. There is no growl, there is no 100% win rate strategy or the entry model because any news can affect the price. So the Donald Trump post can just dump the price to your stop loss. For me personally, I decide now to focus on favorable gaps, money power indicator when I can track the money inflow and the money outflow on that specific symbol, on that specific time frames, the sessions indicator. So I'm not traded the Asia session because I sleep that time. So it's impossible. Also, I added in my strategy, it's the liquidity pools and the trade on indicator. So basically it's 4 or 5 instruments what I use regularly. It doesn't matter how good you with the ICT terminology, but you can call the favorable gap even the helicopter, for example. But the main key point of this, you have to understand logically what's going on the chart, because the people sometimes focus too much on terminology. What matters is that you understand it technically and you believe in it logically. So pick 1, 3, or 5, maximum 5 assets for trades, added to your watch list. Focus on that assets. That's why, like you remember, I trade regularly the algorithms, ICP, Polkadot, BTC. Sometimes I can add the H bar, for example, but mostly the list absolutely the same. Because I understand if I want consistency, I need to understand one asset's behavior deeply, not scratch the surface of 10 of them, right? It's, of course, so attractive when you open the Binance and see that every single day, totally different top gainers. Just yesterday, one token made 50% a day. Another day, it's 2 other assets pumped at 300% in 1 week. And you trying to jump, trying to catch that bottom, that lock. So I'm going to find not the edge of my trading system. I trying to find that random assets, which by luck, tomorrow when I press buy or sell, going into my direction exactly at that time when I press the buy or sell, and I make a profit. So it's not a strategy, it's just a gambling and the trading by luck. It's similar like find the early gem with the meme coins on Axiom. That's why I don't care about that top gainers. I just focus on my assets, and if the algorithms pump 1% a day, I could be more than happy with a 5x leverage and catch that 5%, for example, a day. About the sessions, I already explained it, so I'm not trading Asia sessions. But if it's okay, if you stick to your lifestyle, to your daily routine, to your rhythm of the life, it's more than okay to trade Asia. Different sessions have different volatility and the structure. So mixing them, just mix it your probabilities. That's why stick to your comfortable trading session. And when you deal in one model, one instrument or 2 instruments, and one time a day, something changes. You start seeing the same patterns repeated. You start recognizing condition where your edge is strong and where it isn't. That's how you build consistency, not by chasing every new setup under the sun. Most beginners lose the money not because their entries are bad, but because they don't know where price is trying to go. Here's the shift you need to make. Work backwards from liquidity, not forwards from your entry. Instead of, I see this pattern, so now I press the bottom. Try this one. So here's a strong liquidity pool on the high time frame. I'm looking for a trigger that will take me toward that liquidity. So you have to understand why most likely the price will go to your entry. In this case, at least your stop loss have a logic. Your take profit have a logic, and you're not just gambling on the green or red candles. So important moment, it's ignoring 99% of lower time frame signals. Once you map out your higher time frame liquidity, here's another trap. You start obsessing over every little signal on the 1 minute time frame or the 3 minute charts. This is what most people call SMTs or lower time frame confirmations. In reality, most of them are just a noise unless line up with your large narrative and the context of the day. For example, I might be bullish on the daily time frame, expecting the price to target yesterday London high or the previous day high or a previous day low, strong liquidity pool. In that case, I want to see a short-term dip, a stop run or some sweep, then a move back toward that high. If I see that kind of manipulation, it's great. If not, it's also great. But if I'm sitting in a trade, I'm watching tiny SMTs that have nothing to do with that target. I just ignore all of this. They're just a noise. So I'm not trying to catch every single tiny trade. I just focus on some main target for the day. A lot of important things out of the charts. It's your lifestyle, your daily routine, your main job. It's your psychology. If your life outside of trading is your house, it will show up in your charts and your deposit. Trading isn't 90% psychology in just a vacuum. Psychology comes from your daily habits. How you wake up, how you move your body during the day, how you eat, how you structure your day, how you planning your day. If that version of you sleeping 4 hours a day, eating just junk food, fast food, skipping the gym, and doom scrolling TikTok for hours, bring you to that life, what you would like to get it in the next 5-10 years or not? So probably not, right? Also, the big mistake, it's addiction to the backtesting. I made this mistake also. The people think, and I thought also, so if I sit in front of a monitor and the backtest 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day, for example, or even 3 hours a day, I will be successful trades. It doesn't help you in general because it's like a doom scrolling. It's not help you to understand the reality of the current charts, because we can't compare, for example, the BTC behaviors of 2021 and 2025. The world absolutely changed. And the liquidity not inflow that like in 2021 after the post-COVID time. That's why I reduce my backtesting time. It can sound weird, but yes, I start backtesting less. I start sit in front of a monitor less because I start using my indicators with alerts. I showed a lot of examples. So when I sent in a free Telegram channel, so it's this alert is triggered, this alert is triggered. And sometimes alerts can be triggered after the months. In 2022, 2024, I found a lot of examples. I could skip all of that time in front of a monitor and just wait the simple alerts of take profit on altcoins. And I showed a lot of examples. So when we could sell the Polkadot in 2024, add alert to take profit indicator, trade on, take profit signal on the weekly time frame and not touching that asset for the spot. And only after the 2 years, even if I couldn't believe it, that alert will be triggered at that low price. It's triggered. And only after that signal of take profit, so we need to close all short position, only now I have to start looking at opportunity buy for the spot. So I'm not waste the stable coins with a DCA strategy, because DCA, it's not a solution. That's why I reduce it, trying to work on reducing the time in front of the monitor. I try to build a plan how to work consistently with the charts. I ate regular meals, so build a simple morning routine. Of course, I'm not waking up at 5 o'clock because I watched some fancy motivational video. No, I hate to waking up at 5 a.m. Guys, let's be real. So I just build my daily routine, which is fit to my lifestyle. I stop chasing results and start focus on the progress and the process. Small steps give me the progress. Even if it looks not like a millionaire daily life, right? I try to get better 0.05% better than I was yesterday. Not even 1%. The last of things what I would like to talk is build your daily bias early. One habit that changed my trading completely, I started writing my daily buys before the market opened. That's why before when I open the charts, I trade let's start to trade it. Maybe I will find something. But it's like going to the gym without a plan. Start looking, oh, today I'm going to do the push-ups. Oh, no, I go to this bench. I do this squats or something. Without a plan, it's pure chaos. That's why instead of that, I just build my daily buys plan. What I would like to see. If I would see this one, I do this. If I not see this, I do this or do nothing. So sometimes to not take an action, it's also an action. And move from high time frames to the smaller ones. So I look at the 4-hour time frame, after that to the 1-hour time frame, mark the liquidity zones, take a look at the sessions, previous day high, previous day low, take a look at the money power indicator, where the money in, where the money out, the behaviors of the session, what's happening in Asia, what the K news on the Forex Factory, I can find it will be released today. And I try to build my plan. So if I see the Jerome Powell speech today, I'm not trade that time or 1 hour before, because I understand it's going to be the so volatile candles. People hate all the time in videos to listen like, oh, you always talk about if plan A, you do this. If plan B, you do this. But that's the point of the trades, because you can stuck with your wrong plan just because you want to see that on a chart. For example, you believe we have to go up, but what if we go down? Do you understand what it will do if we go down? Or you in panic start at the margin, or just move higher your stop loss. So it's a mistake. That's why if plan A, I do this. If plan B, I do this. If plan C, I do nothing. If plan D, I do something else. So that's the point. So I have to build the plan and stick to my plan. That's why it's so important moment. Know when not to trade. Some of your biggest losses almost certainly come from trades you knew deep down you shouldn't have taken. You just hop it by luck. In trading, not like in other things in our life. So when you give the more effort, the better result you get. Sometimes you do less, you get more. So sometimes it's so erratic, right? But it's a fact. When you open the more trades, like 50 trades a week, it doesn't mean you'll be more successful and more profitable than some guy who opened just 2 good trades a week. The information detox. I always repeat again and again and again. Just filter your feed in social. Too much information now around. Too much ideas. Too much edges. And all of them can be right. All of them can be good. But it's like an ocean of the information. And you think, so when I know more, I will be more profitable. But it's illusion. After you learn the concept, or after you build some plan for today, done with the back testing, you start thinking, I need more information. I need more knowledge, because the more knowledge, the more profit. It's a mistake. The more instruments, it's a mistake. The more tools, it's wrong. It's wrong. The more drawings on the charts doesn't help you with the increasing deposit, increasing your portfolio, right? At the end of this video, here's some quick conclusion. Pick one model, one instrument, and one session. Build your trades from liquidity, not from entries. Ignore 99% of small time frame noise. Focus on your lifestyle, your routine, and your psychology. Write down your daily bias early before your trading day starts. Know when not to trade. Journal and backtest regularly. Keep your strategy simple and stop chasing the best strategy, the best tools, the best entries to chasing that consistently. It's not equal to the profit word. I hope you like this video, subscribe channel, and see you next time.